NNPC, what's the purpose of a state oil company if it cannot save itself? On the 27th of November 2024, the NNPC announced that they had resumed operations at Area 5 of the PH1 refinery, a 60,000 barrel per day plant built by Shell in 1965 to produce mostly heavy naphtha, low-power fuel oil, household kerosene, automotive gasoline oil, mostly low-power fuel oil for the upstream operations in Nigeria. The fact that the refinery lacks a crude distillation unit with a catalytic reformer that can take the heavy naphtha from its hydrotreating unit into secondary, tertiary layers of distillation for production of lighter derivatives like premium motor spirits and propane gas is proof that whatever is going on at Eleme is not crude oil refining but blending. And the reason this is especially interesting is because the blendstock that forms the main chemical component for curing, that is akin to some activities done in offshore transshipment or hubs and bunkering in Central European countries like Malta, is actually imported into Nigeria. Nigerians deserve answers to critical questions that demand investigation because it is from their commonwealth that NNPC structured loans dated June 2020 to the tune of $1 billion to finance the $1.5 billion contracts that was given for the rehabilitation of the plant in Eleme. And it is because of crude oil swaps like this structured through modified carry agreements that the NNPCL has been unable to remit revenues to Federation account from a critical government-owned enterprise needed to fund government budgets. NNPCL was remitting $3 billion per month to CBN to fulfill balance of payment obligations 10 years ago. But today, it is barely doing 10% of that. And it explains why the currency has dropped by at least 90% in a decade. The net asset ratio on external reserves required for balance of payment obligations, despite the sweet stories from the authorities, still falls below what is called the Guidetti level, which is the equilibrium at which net external reserves match up to your balance of payment obligations for 1 year.